This is... Here, first I'm going to go through... I'm going to make my scheme a little bit friendlier. I'm going to go throw in kale in there just to acknowledge that I've put so much into kale. Just to clear these waves that bog down in there. The kale there. Get them with the Deacon. Now, I didn't always have Deacon at 6-star, but I did so because I realized he had a lot of potential from Hell Hades, who is a great resource for this game. If you want to learn really how to improve at Raid, Hell Hades will tell you how to do it free to play, and he'll also tell you a lot of information about how to progress. That's part of how I know what to do. No, I understand. And besides... No, I get it. You know, there's other reasons to spend money in Raid, too, because, you see, the thing is, a lot of champions, like a lot of really elite champions, are kind of very difficult to get without paying money. Like, if you want, like, a Mashald or like a Duchess or a Sifi or anything, you have to usually pay money because there's such a low rate, you have to buy a lot of shards in order to make that happen typically, because the probability of normally getting those champions is next to nothing. Like, that's why this account doesn't have a Rosin, not a Rosin, doesn't have a Sifi or a Rodos or a Krisk or any of that, is because it's a free-to-play account at the end of the day. Even the people that accuse me of cheating, they don't understand. This is a free-to-play account. It's just heavily progressed over the course of a year of effort. That's why I have what I have. Like, it's hard to explain what I've invested in this game. Not even waiting around. Like, I was doing, like, advanced quests, all sorts of stuff. Well, to an extent, yeah, because I have to, like, I have to not pull shards unless it's, like, events, and then I have to, like, I have to slowly build up a roster. And, you know, you don't build up the you also have to, you can't buy chickens as a free-to-play, so you have to farm food, and that's like a nightmare. If you know what I mean. I mean, it gets more annoying over time, because what ends up happening is that even when you get better at farming food, you end up having to farm more of it, because you need to have more 6 stars for, like, all content, you know? Like, it gets to the point where you need, like... It's a little creepier than that. It's a little bit more annoying because I'll tell you something that I do that makes it more annoying. So, basically, I end up starting with 1s and 2s. And the 1s, you have to take a bunch of 1s and conglomerate it into a 2. Or like with a potion and a bunch of 1s. And then after that, you take the 1 and then you put another 1 once it reaches level 10, turn it into a 2, take the 2s, level them to 20, then level the level 20s with the 2 2s into a 3. And then... No, I still do it. I still do it. I still do that. That's the sick part. I still do that. But that's the sick part. What I just said. I still do that with the uncommons. I know, but I actually do a lot of it. That's the creepy part. I actually do a lot of leveling uncommons and stuff to make food to feed these other champs. I'm just... You know what the worst mission is? I haven't beaten all the missions. You wanna know why? You wanna know why? I'll tell you why. Because I have to get into gold. I cannot explain to you right now how hard gold actually is. Like, I can't. Like, I cannot explain it to you. Like, you guys would not even believe me if I told you how hard it is to get into gold right now. Like, you literally have to work your butt off to get into gold. Like, and you have to have stuff like Deacon. You have to be able to control the enemy. And you need to have, like, a great reviver. And you need to have them all leveled and everything. And all their gear up to stat. Like, it's so hard to get into gold. Oh, not Hegemons, man. Well, I'm gonna... Okay, I'm still gonna get to... I'm still gonna get to Dark Fae if you want to see that. I'm trying to remember where to do that at. I don't actually remember. Yeah. Yeah, I'm turning the music down. Yeah. There we go. Alright. Yeah, I'm going to keep going up the tower now. I have to deal with Hegemons now, which is going to be so much fun. Hegemon and Sifi. Like, pay-to-win Mania champs, and I have to beat them as a free-to-play. So this is fun. I'll tell you how rare Hegemon is. He's so rare, and Oil Prince pulled 800 shards, like 700 shards or something, and he didn't get his Hegemon. He was so pissed. He got a Sifi, he got a whole bunch of stuff, but no Hegemon. This guy was like trying to do it. It was hilarious. I'm gonna kill this Ray. Now, there is a scary thing about... Oh, come on! Double Hegemon? Like, what kind of whale do you have to be to have a double Hegemon, man? Like, dear lord. There we go. Alright, so things are gonna get a little spookier around here, so I have to call in the some of the big guns, maybe. I'm gonna call in Valerie to be a bit more budget friendly, because I have... No, it'll work either way. It's just, it's more efficient if I put stuff like Vogoth and Drokgul the Gaunt in here, because they do a lot of stuff. Like, I'll show you. Like, Drokgul the Gaunt is one of my most recent legendaries. He can increase attack and defense at the same time, and it's really convenient to do so. Thing that's really spooky is when Mr. Deacon's time compression is off cooldown. That gives the enemy team time to retaliate. And you don't want that. You really don't. Because the second that these mobs retaliate, it can be really awful. Like, genuinely. Yeah. He's a single target nuker. He can murder people single target really, really well. Like, basically, if you see someone, he can basically just blow them to shreds. Like, target acquired kind of thing. Now, I have to kill this Mashald, because the Mashald is extremely dangerous. If I don't target the Mashald first, he will wreck my team in the most, like, gross way you can imagine. So, that's generally why I have to target Mashalds. Now, I would use Dark Fae. I mean, I would use, this other champ. Like, I'd use a shield champ on Dark Fae, except with Dark Fae, it's a special fight. So, basically, you want to speed boost first, and you want to bring nukers who are kind of squishy, because you want your team to die. Now, the way you want your team to die is really weird, because Dark Fae is not a normal boss. Dark Fae copies your team. So whatever, and not only does it copy your team, it copies the stats, which I'm going to demonstrate. This is Dark Fae. Yes, Dark Fae. Now, Dark Fae, you actually don't really want any tanks, typically. Now, we're going to put Deacon out front because he can now do the better job here. Now, trying to think how else I could optimize this. Probably to put my Syl in here. So, here, the waves are not the big threat here. The big threat is the actual boss. Now, the actual boss is ridiculously hard to deal with. Now, the reason I have Kale and Elhain in here is they are the squishy nukers. Now, you do have to save your main AoE nukes for your own team. Now, Outrider or Dark Elhain might be the better option here. So, you can boost the turn meter, compress them, and then Valley of Death. And then you're going to want to... I think I might have screwed up and lost. Okay, no, we got that. Now we got her alone. Now we're going to want to target the Kale. We're going to revive the Deacon. Turn meter control. And then get the leech on him. And then try to... So you don't want your team to be too tanky here because you have to fight your own team. That's the key here. You want to compress them, and they do get debuffs. But as long as Dark Fae doesn't take too much of a turn, like clockwork, she's gone. Now... Well, I got a chicken. Oh, no, you need the chicken. Yeah, anyway. How do I want to set this up? So, since we have a lot of spirit affinity, we actually do not want rosin in this mix. Now... This, I'm going to want to put my Vogoth in here because I'm going to have to soak up the damage from these Royal Guards. Because if you don't, these Royal Guards will literally make mincemeat of you. I should throw Drokgul the Gaunt on this one, but I think this will be... You know what? I'm going to go quit this key and show you. I'm going to actually show you. So, we're going to take Valerie out. We're going to put my Drokgul in here, who's not level 60 yet, but he's still very powerful. And I'm going to put in... Who do I want to put into this squad? To make it optimal. I mean, Kale's decent for this. I know the feeling. I know the feeling. Here's the thing. Here's the funny thing. The funny thing is I thought you were referring to me because lately everyone has been referring to me as the boss because I do so much in the clan. Like, yeah, I'm just saying, like, I'm just... See, this is the advantage of having Drokgul here is he does better protection than Valerie because he's a legendary. So I don't have to worry as much that I'm gonna die. Now, you can beat this with budget champs, and I will show that later, but it's better to have some of these more advanced champions, like Deacon, like Drokgul, like Vogoth, like Syl. These... Because Syl puts a heal. He's a Sacred Order Epic. You will end up randomly getting him. I'm not joking. I just got Deacon. I just randomly got Deacon from an Ancient one day, and I was like, is this guy food? And then when I tried him out, I was like, no, he's not food. He's a god. Like, when I looked him up. Talarian Alliance only. Ooh, I'm going to show you a secret room. You guys are going to like this. A secret room. Gonna need my Armiger. Because, there's no way I'm beating this without an Armiger. Because they have, like, really nasty stuff, you know? Like, they've got triple revive. Unless I can nuke them down with these two. Which I can, which is surprising. I think 6-starring Deacon really made the difference. Because Deacon... he really does a lot for me. He's one of my most valuable champions on this account. Because he controls the narrative. He controls the turn meters. He stops the enemy from having, like, too much turns, you know? So you don't want these Doom Tower waves having all these turns. Because they'll eat you alive. Now, the big challenge here is I have to focus okay. I was worried the Raglan was going to live. Because I swear to you, I'm only one fragment away from Helmet. Oh, that hurts. And here's the thing. I have to do one more secret room to do that. And I have to do that tomorrow because I'm out of keys. Oh, man. I'm out of keys. That sucks. Okay, I'm going to finish off the night with some tag arena. I'm just going to do some little guys first. Because, you know, it's free resources to get. Like, not really free because I have to use tokens, but you get what I mean. I get a lot of resources from this, you know? Like, I get energy fuel, ancient shards, and rare books. Which are all really valuable. Because I already have my Drexstar. I'm saving this... Yeah, well, I was talking about Tag Arena, which is easier than regular Arena, but I did have to do that, and the reason I did that was because I needed to try to get Drexstar, I felt, and Drexstar, you can only get fragments of him from this Tag Arena mode. He's not easy to get. And every day, the fragment resets. And it takes 100 days to get him. And despite that, rosin was harder for me to get. That's the sad part. Yeah. Okay, now this is some really advanced arena here because I'm against a triple legendary team. And we're gonna see if I can beat it. Get some provokes, try to control. Gonna aim for the center one because I think she's a reviver. And if she revives, this could end very badly. Because these enemies are not a joke. Because this is like, what? Mid-silver arena? I mean, it's not gold. But I can't get to gold yet without very special stuff. It's not... Like, they used to make gold easier. Because... Like, they wouldn't put the same people in. So I could, like, cheese there with, Vergus. Because they couldn't kill the Vergus. And I just get to gold that way. Like a Vergus and Destroy gear. I'm going to do some faction wars, maybe, if you want to see that. But I'll just call an episode for now. Because I've got to go for it. You trust me, it's going to be a while before you can, like, clear Doom Tower stuff, unfortunately. Because it's a late game dungeon. Steel Skull's more valuable. I still want a Steel Skull. It's one of the only champions. It's one of the only champions you have I still want really bad. Because I want him for Ogryn tribes. Like, I'm going to see right now, before I go for a little bit of a break, can I beat this now? Because this Ogryn tribes boss has been tormenting me for so long. And I haven't been able to beat it. And I'm going to see if Drokgul plus Ugo plus... Can I make history here? That's the big question. As I have never beat this before. Ever. On any account. Because I have 2 accounts. The second account was made when I was paranoid about picking Elhain quite early on. My fear was unfounded, but that account was created and I felt it necessary to yeah, I'm just fighting this boss. This boss takes a lot of concentration, and I'm hoping that I could beat it. And I may very well. I think history's about to be made. I did it! I did it for the first time! The Ogryn faction boss finally fell! After over a year. Oh my god. You have no idea how long it took for me to beat that. Oh my god. Like in the past, like all the stuff I had to level, all the gear, must have been like what? 10 million silver? I'm not exaggerating. Like, dear lord. Stupidly hard. Oh yeah. Well, it's not just crafting. You can get gems and energy, exclusive items, void shards, and special champs. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, energy goes pretty quick. It's hard to manage it. Like it's a daily struggle, especially because you see later in this game, and this is going to sound bad, you're going to find that you're going to have to make 60s on a regular basis and stuff, and you're going to have to level a lot of gear, and it's just the energy fuel is a really like a progress limiting thing with the gems, and you have to like manage it constantly. It's troublesome. You want to hear something funny? I can actually tell you what the maximum energy bar filled period. Like you can overfill your energy bar, but the maximum like filled to the top, like in terms of like if you were to take one energy thing and fill it to 100%, not over 100%, it's 130. Yeah, and I know that because I've actually gotten to like a pretty high level. Like most of my clan, barring Amura, has not come anywhere close to what I've like in terms of levels and stuff. But again, I did that because I work very hard. That's why. Like, a lot of people don't know the consistent effort that I put in, but it's a lot. No, I know this. Like, you want to hear something stupid? I do that almost every clan war. I know you won't believe me. Yeah. You want to know another thing that's really nasty? Silver. Just the currency silver in this game. Like, the amount of silver required to level gear. Ugh. Especially when you need better gear. Like, when you need to level gear, it's gross. Like especially like when you need to get new gear because your old gear doesn't work anymore because it doesn't have enough stats even at max. Then it's really annoying. Like, because often I've had to re-gear my champs because my champs often do not have the gear necessary to do some of the highest content. Because some of the highest content requires extremely nasty gear. Like, my Razin has gear that could kill most of my clan without trying. And yet, despite that, he 100% needs it, and sometimes even better, to do certain content. Like, I'd love to be joking you, but it's a reality. Yeah. Like, I'll put it this way. The only level 20 dungeon I've ever done, by the way, is Arcane Keep. And even that is like a 10-minute struggle or something. Anyway, I have made it farther than I would have ever imagined in Ogryn tribes. Now that I finally have my Drokgul in shape. And my Ugo and my Occult Brawler. Because they weren't in shape for this. Like, I had them, but they weren't where I needed them to be. I'm doing them for advanced quests. Because I do advanced quests for energy every night along with the daily. Man, we're down deep. Level 100 mobs, man. Yeah, I was about to say, like, if you're gonna 6-star a Conqueror, I would advise against that. Cause he's not a good champ. Conqueror is not a good champ. Steel Skull is. And hopefully one day the game will actually give me a Steel Skull. Because he's one of the best in his faction. I mean, he's not a man-eater, but he's pretty good. Like, he's not a Drokgul the Gaunt either. Because Drokgul the Gaunt, in some ways, is better. Because Drokgul the Gaunt has a very thick shield. Like, good luck ever killing someone through Drokgul's shield. You will have a horrible time doing it. And he has an increased attack, increased defense, and a stun. And his native stats are wicked. Yeah. I mean, I try to save my gems up for clan wars or whatever, but I still end up spending a fair amount of gems. Like, I spend like 1,000 gems during clan war. Like, I'm not making it up. Because I take clan wars very seriously. That's why. Like, here's the thing. I do spend a lot of resources, but it's usually like I use like advanced quests and daily quests to save up resources, and then I end up spending a lot of resources during clan wars to like make 6 stars. Like even my food, I save all my food for clan wars so that I can carry my clan. Oh, check the substats. That's the. Yeah, the shop tends to try to scam you. I'm just warning you. It tends to try to scam you on stuff. Alright, I made a ton of progress. I completed the advanced quest. Hell yeah. Oh. Well, I'm going to save the next advanced quest for the morning. Now, the reason for it is because I want to have a clan boss key spare to make sure that I try to do 2 stars in the morning and 3 stars at night. I wonder, did you hit clan boss? No, you did. No, you just did. You did hit clan boss. Yeah. I'm just gonna take a look at this squad you got here. Yeah, it's an okay squad. Hopefully, you get a better decrease attack. Hopefully, you get a better decrease attack champ than Pitsbon at some point. Because you're going to want a really good decrease attack versus clan boss to try to avoid him one-shotting you. And trust me, he will one-shot you. In general. I'd run a squad tonight, but I like to use my keys strategically to save my gems, because I eventually need my 2,500, well, not all of my 2,500 gems, but a large portion for Clan Wars. Like 500 gems or more for Clan Wars. Got 1,200 energy. Yeah, well, I have 1,200 energy stashed on there with the 2,500 gems. That's on my first account. My first account has a lot of stuff going on with it in terms of, well, it's because I do a lot of quests. I do like Tag Arena for energy, clan quests for energy. I do a lot of stuff for energy. Doom Tower. I do a lot. Now, have I finished the daily? Okay, I did. Fight in Classic Arena with a team of a single affinity. I think that's going to be the last one I do for tonight. No, you don't need to. It's not a total rush. You can take your time a bit. Yeah, it's not. Again, it's not easy to make 6 stars. It's part of the like even this one. I still have to raise that guy to 40. I have like, where's that 1 rank 5 food? I got him right there. But yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna go take a break from Raid for now. But I'm going to actually do something nutty with, Elden Ring. Because